Member for Kelowna Centre.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. This minister talks about working together, but I've been asking her to work with me since Friday. This ministry is failing. It's failing Lyndsay Richholt. It failed her when they forgot about her for 8 months. It failed her when they told her that she couldn't use a live donor who was a stranger. It failed her when the model for end-stage liver disease scoring system did not reflect her dire condition. In January, Lyndsay was told that she would get a life-saving transplant date within a week. 3 weeks have passed now, her condition's worse, and there's been radio silence ever since. Because of this minister, Lyndsay is now in acute kidney failure, and she may have a blood infection. Will the Premier explain to Lyndsay and her family who's going to be held responsible for this inhumane neglect?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Any person facing the issue, the urgent need for organ transplant here in British Columbia is facing extremely challenging conditions, and my heart goes out to anybody in that. But, Mr. Speaker, it is inappropriate for this member to characterize the work that we are trying to do together and the work that has to be done with BC Transplant and any patient in the way that she has. Mr. Speaker, it's very important that we protect the integrity of the system when it comes to the way living donors make their decisions and prepare themselves for what is the ultimate gift for a person. Mr. Speaker, the transplant teams that we have here in British Columbia are dedicated to patient-centered care. And Mr. Speaker, they use ethical processes in the way they communicate with recipients and donors so as to not put undue pressure on living donors. Mr. Speaker, that is a vital and integral part of the system. I will continue to work with the member to do everything that I can to be able to support this, but I will not compromise the integrity of the transplant system, Mr. Speaker. All British Columbians should continue to have confidence in that belief, and it is vital that we don't break that. Thank you.
Member supplemental.
The problem is that there's no communication. There's no communication with Lyndsay, and there's no communication with me. I stood up in this House in October and I asked the minister to help with this mother and this family. I've contacted the minister several times after that, and on Friday I begged her to personally collaborate with me, and I was directed to her office with no meaningful communication since. 4,600 British Columbians died on wait lists last year. I'm begging you, to the minister, will this minister please help Lyndsay and her family before another British Columbian dies under your care?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The member and I have had several exchanges, and on Friday, I was in Tumbler Ridge. So I wasn't in a position to personally reach out, Mr. Speaker, but I know that staff in my office have, and that we are doing everything we can to support the member, to support in the way that we can a person such as Lyndsay who's facing this issue. My office will always strive to provide as much information as we can, but Mr. Speaker, again, I want to return to the fact that we cannot politically interfere in a decision being made by care providers, by trained medical staff. Mr. Speaker, that is why we will continue to respect the processes that BC Transplant uses. And again, it is not usual for transplant programs to provide regular updates to recipients when a living donor is involved in order to protect the integrity, to respect the decision that a living donor is making, in order to make these decisions in an ethical way. Mr. Speaker, it is vital that we continue that work. I will support the member. I've reached out to her today, for example, but her characterization of the type of support that me and my office provides is simply incorrect. I know that many members of this House understand that we will do everything to support them in the casework that they bring forward. Nothing is different about this, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.